Hey guys, what's going on? This is Aaron Linson with Linson Productions, and today I'm actually going to show you how I use a computer. One of the ways that I use a computer. I use magnification for some of it, and I use a screen reader. So we're going to look at today what is a screen reader and how it's used, and what can be done from a blind person's perspective. So let's go ahead and get into it. So having a screen reader allows me to really understand what my computer is doing. As you can obviously see my screen. What I can see on there is I can see a bunch of icons, and I can kind of see that there's text down there, but I can't really see it at all. Now I will show you with zooming how this works. If I zoom, and you're going to hear the screen reader, that is, you might, at 700 magnification, that is what I have to use to look around. And sometimes that is good when I'm using certain applications that are not usable with a screen reader, like Pro Tools, or a graphics application like Adobe Premiere that I use to edit the videos. That just doesn't work. But for a lot of things that I do, I use a screen reader. Now a screen reader takes what you see on the screen, whether that be email, internet, PowerPoint, Excel, Word, or whatever you want, and brings it out through synthesized speech. There are human sounding voices that we will get to in a few minutes that I will show you. But if you really want to speed read and really want to understand, there is tons of voices. There's a pack called Eloquence that allows you to read really fast. And that is what I'm using on this computer right now, is the Eloquence. Sometimes it'll depend on what I'm doing. If I'm going to switch to the human sounding voices, maybe I'm studying and I don't want to hear that robotic speech, I might switch to a more human sounding voice, more pleasant voice for reading. If I'm wanting to speed read to get through a book or whatever, I will turn on Eloquence and just let it go. So let's actually go back to the Pro Tools thing. I am looking at switching from Pro Tools to switching to Reaper. Reaper and the screen reader called NVDA, Non-Visual Desktop Access, allows me everything that I need to do, that I do within Pro Tools, within Reaper. I just have to learn the ins and outs of Reaper and understand it. And thankfully there are a couple of tutorials that I'm getting, and a couple of them that I have, that will teach me how to do this. I also have a contact through an email address. So, is NVDA the only screen reader? There's actually a few more. JAWS, which stands for Job Access with Speech, is a more popular one. WindowEyes is by GW Micro. Actually, it's not even GW Micro anymore, it's AI Squared, since they bought GW Micro. And then there's one called System Access, which is actually pretty cool. It actually is based on the entirety in the web. I've not used that one. I use NVDA full time, and I really enjoy it. And I've actually gotten my wife, who is also blind too, to switch totally from JAWS to using NVDA just because it is free. You can donate, and I suggest that you do, because the funding for that, we never know where it's going to come from. And so donating allows the developers to keep adding on and to keep the project alive. Other than that, it will go away and we will have to start paying for screen readers, which are thousands upon thousands of dollars for this technology. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. Usually with a screen reader you will see some sort of icon on the screen, which you'll see in NVDA, but usually they have an overlay of the operating system. NVDA does not have this, which I'm really thankful for, so your desktop is basically clean. at every single stage unless you have other applications open. Say, for instance, Mozilla Firefox, Outlook, Word, PowerPoint, stuff like that. So you never see the NVDA screen unless you have to. To invoke this, there are a couple ways to do this. I'm putting out my keyboard here. Insert in on a traditional keyboard, so a full-style keyboard. You can also switch this to the caps lock key.
NVDA menu.
We'll bring up the NVDA menu. I'm going to go ahead and turn up the speech just a little bit, just in case you guys cannot hear it. And we'll go through this menu, maybe in another video. I'm going to show you those human sounding voices here in a few minutes. But let me show you that NVDA is very, very, very powerful. So I'm going to go to the internet. I'm going to hit Windows D to go to my desktop. And it really shows me where I am, where I was last.
Skype, Mozilla Firefox 3 of 31.
If I up and down arrow, I can go through all my different apps. But if I really want to know what I'm looking for, and say if I know what I'm looking for, say if I'm looking for Reaper and I know that it starts with R, obviously, you can do what's called first layer navigation.
RS Games Client 7 of 31.
That's a RS Games client.
Real temp 27 of 31.
Those are temperatures.
Resume 2016.
That's
30 of 31.
my resume.
Reaper Tutorials 30.
There's the Reaper Tutorials,
Recycle Bin 1.
Recycle Bin,
Reaper X64.
and Reaper. There's Reaper. If I wanted to do that, I could press enter, and it's initializing Reaper.
About Reaper Leap.
And I'm still evaluating this. I am going to buy it, but this is the evaluation. And I can just go ahead
HTTP property purchase Reaper still evaluating button.
and hit the still evaluating button.
Reaper
Press enter.
V5.22/.
And now I can do what I need to do within Reaper. I can create a new
Track
track,
name edit. Lang.
create a couple new
Track
tracks,
name edit. Lang.
create a master,
Metronome with 3 rolls unsaved.
create a master track. I think that shortcut is actually
0.05.
something. I don't remember what it is.
3 2 1 selected.
But I can select those. I can hit Alt-T. That's it. Master
Master.
track is Alt-T. So I
1
can
0 item master 1 2 3 select 4 selected.
select all these, hit
Track
Control
view.
T.
Track name edit.
Okay,
Lang. Lang. Track view.
I'm messing up.
4 3 2 1 master selected.
So go to the track menu,
Edit view insert item sub menu track sub menu Alt plus T.
and as you can see, I was able just to go through and really fast go through and find the track menu.
Unsaved 1 0 items. Master.
And
1 2 3 4
I'm
5.
gonna get rid of all these.
File sub menu Alt.
So Alt,
Edit view item sub track sub menu Alt plus T.
Alt-T,
Insert new track I.
and I'm gonna go down to R for remove,
Remove tracks R.
and go ahead and press enter. With Windows and also with macOS, but more with Windows, you have combinations of keys that allow you to get into the different menus. So your your menu items above every single application allow you to do this, and you hit Alt to get to those. A lot of people who are sighted don't really know these commands. A lot of these commands can actually help you be more productive. And I think that's why a lot of blind people are kind of more productive when it comes to computers and sighted people, because we obviously have to know these commands in order to move around our computer systems. So I'm going to go ahead and press enter,
Unsaved project Reaper V5.
and that takes away all those tracks. I'm actually going to
Reaper clear no button Alt plus inbox Lindsay 1980.
cancel all that, and that's my email.
Name. Folder view list.
And it went through and it just opened up that application. So let's actually go to the internet and
Mozilla Firefox 3 of 31.
let's open up Mozilla Firefox. Now we can do Google Chrome and we can do Mozilla Firefox. We actually can do Internet Explorer. We can do a little bit of Edge. It's not that accessible with Edge, but that's okay. So why would you want two web browsers? Well, maybe if, say, I'm looking on my wife's iOS, our college accounts, my wife's account, and my account, I can have two web pages open at the same time, have both of our informations in two separate web pages, not having to flip through multiple tabs in Mozilla Firefox to do this. But that's neither here or there.
Mozilla Firefox Google Document Busy.
So
Search
that-
combo box collects as autocomplete editable. Lang.
That little beep that you heard indicates that I am now in a typing field and I can go ahead and type whatever I want to. That's automatically done. You can take care of that and not have to do it. and not make it do it, but I find it makes it easier. Just go ahead and press enter, and I know that I'm going to be in an edit field and type what I need to do. I'm going to press out of this by pressing escape. And it basically told me that the edit field was blank, so I knew that I could go ahead and type in that. That little beep indicated that I'm not in that edit field. I'm actually going to hit Alt-D to go to the
Navigation toolbar. Search or enter address combo box.
the address search bar. And I'm actually going to go to, let's do, let's see. Let's do
Alert would you like to improve your search experience?
slash music. Now you can go ahead and set this up to where it announces every single character and word, but I like it to not do that because I obviously know what I'm typing, and if it comes across a mistake, it will tell me by indicating by a beep, and I can go back and do this.
Music. Google Doc out of combo box button. Right parent. Collapsed. Music : Indiana University Southeast document busy. List with 3 items bullet link skip to content.
So we are up on the Indiana University Southeast music webpage, and it basically told me to skip to content. That there were 3 links. Now, how would a blind person navigate around, say, a web page? It's basically split up into elements. And what elements are things like links, headings, sublinks, buttons, things that you can press or click on. It basically is in a linear function. So if I wanted to know what headings were here, I could do an insert.
Navigation toolbar. Search or enter address
Or
combo.
I couldn't do that because that doesn't work. I was thinking of a JAWS command.
Browse music :
But I can do,
No next heading. Clickable new student induction data link. Summer session 2 classes end link heading level 4. Champions dinner link apply today. Fall 26. Summer 26. Register for summer and fall. Opportunities for non-music majors heading. Audition information heading left. Scholarships heading. Facilities heading. Ensembles heading level. Degree programs heading. Music heading level 3.
say, I just went through all the different headings to get back up at the top. And you should, or a lot of people, when they first do is they first arrow up and down to memorize the page. And that is fine, but you can use certain key combinations like H for heading, L for linked to get to the different links, or tab for link to get to the different links, and all that stuff, and know your way around. Once you know your way around a web page, you're good. You can go and find what you want to do and do what you want to do very, very, very fast. So let's say I want to look at some of the degree programs that are offered. I can go ahead and press my arrow key down or up, but I'm going to go ahead and press H because I know that that's a heading.
Degree programs heading level 4.
And degree programs heading level 4. I'm going to go ahead and press enter on this.
The link Bachelor of Science in Music provides a basic foundation of academic courses in general.
Sometimes the links, the headings are clickable, sometimes they're not. But
Heading level link Bachelor of Science in Music provides a basic foundation of academic courses in general.
Bachelor of Science in Music,
Education but focuses more heavily on courses in the major. Concentrations in this degree are designed to give students intensive study and practical experience in their chosen field. Indiana.
and as you can see, it's reading me the information. I can do this one line at a time, or I can do a say all, which basically will read the entire page.
Designed to give students intensive study and practical experience in their chosen field. Indiana University Southeast offers the B.S. degree in music with concentrations in the following areas. List with 2 items bullet link audio production. Bullet link music education list with 2 items white bullet vocal and general music P12 track. White bullet instrumental and general music P12 track out of list. The link Bachelor of Arts in Music combines 4 areas of study.
But let's say that I want to look up, say, I don't know, stuff in the news, or say stuff on current
Navigation.
Android stuff. So let's go ahead and go to
Unselected.
Android.com.
Selection removed. Search Central. Music : Indiana University Southeast document busy. The link Bachelor of Arts in Music combines 4 areas of study.
And sometimes it will read the last web page. You just hit Control to stop this. Now I can go and search anywhere on this page.
Clickable Samsung Galaxy Note 7 hands-on heading level 2 link. Galaxy Note 7 launch. Everything you need to know. Heading level 2 link. Android Wear smartwatches can now access stored passwords via Emphasis link heading level 2. Pokemon Go. The ultimate guide link heading level 2.
I'm not interested in that.
Google search has made it easier to find a great place to eat link heading level 2.
No.
Samsung Galaxy Note 7 vs. iPhone 6s Plus.
No.
Clickable Prisma. A beginner's guide link heading level 2. Clickable quick comparison. Galaxy Note 7, Galaxy S7 and GS7 Edge link heading level 2. This clear case will keep your HTC 10 protected for just $11.95. Best apps for Android Auto link heading level 2. Best cases you can buy today for Galaxy Note 7 link. Save 50% on this great waterproof Bluetooth speaker link heading level. Welcome back to Europe. Galaxy Note Black Heart Suit link heading level 2. Getting GPS signal not found error in Pokemon Go. Here's how to fix it. Link heading level. What color Galaxy Note 7 should you get? Galaxy Note 7 ships with marshmallow. Not melted, but maybe that's not a huge deal. Link heading level. Complimentary landmark latest poll heading level 2.
And so there's really nothing there that I wanted to see. But what I could do is I could go back up to the
Link
top
graphic. Right click group list with 15 items. Link batteries.
and
Out of list Android Wear smartwatches can now access stored passwords via Emphasis link heading level 2.
let's say I wanted to read that. I can go ahead and press enter.
Android Wear smartwatches can now access stored passwords via Emphasis Android Central Document Busy. Clickable HTTP.
And it'll give me the URL. I just hit Control to stop this. So as you can see, I'm able to do everything that I need to do online for searching the internet. That's researching YouTube and all that stuff. It's really, really, really neat. I really, really, really like that.
Inbox.
So what about Word?
Pane. Full.
Well, as you guys know, Word is always evolving, and so is NVDA with Word support. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to press the Windows key.
Cortana window. Search box edit. Lang.
And that told me that the Cortana window was up and that the search box was blank. I can move around the system by hitting the arrow keys in any order, or I can just type in what I'm looking for. So I'm looking for Word.
Word. Word 2013.
And there's Word 2013. I'm going to go ahead and press enter. And so, let's say it opened, and it did, because I can see it, but I'm not really sure where I'm at. I can go ahead and press Insert T to hear the title of the page.
Word.
And so I know I'm in Word. And so now usually what I will do is I will hit Tab and Shift Tab just to kind of know where I'm at.
Word. New grouping. New grouping. Persuasive speech outline 2. Docs link HT.
Okay, and that's my recent documents.
Feature grouping.
But I
Blank
want
document. Link blank document alt. F. F.
to say, let's find a template.
Crisp and clean cover letter. Designed by Moolink. Crisp and clean cover letter. Designed by Alt. F. Z5. Polished resume. Designed by Moolink. Polished resume. Designed by Alt.
Let's see.
Student report with cover photo link. Student group. Report design blank link. Report Oppa style report 6th edition link Oppa. Flyer link. Flyer alt. Spring event flyer with event menu link. Event menu alt. F. Cover letter blue link. Cover letter blue alt. F. ZI. Template
That
preview
works.
grouping. Pin template toggle button not press pin template alt. F. P. Create button alt. F. C.
So it said pin, and it gave the commands on the keyboard. So I'm going to hit Alt FC to create this.
Pin template toggle button not press pin template alt. Microsoft Corporation link alt. F. V. Create button alt. F. C.
I'm just going to hit and
Document
create
1.
that.
Microsoft Word document edit multi-line. Your name edit page 1 Aaron Linson.
And it puts in some of the information for me as it knows through my Microsoft account. So I can go ahead and read this document.
Address edit address. City. ST zip code. Telephone edit telephone name. Edit date. Edit recipient name title company address city. ST zip code. Dear edit recipient colon. Carriage return selected. Carriage return unselected. I. Line feed. If you're ready to write, just delete this tip text and go to it. Or, if you want to customize the look of your letter, you can do that in almost no time. On the Design tab of the ribbon, check out the themes, colors, and fonts galleries to preview different looks from a variety of choices. Then just click to apply one you like. Wondering what to include in your cover letter? It's a good idea to include key points about why you're a great fit for the company and the best choice for the specific job. Of course, don't forget to ask for the interview, but keep it brief. A cover letter should read like a novel, no matter how great a plot you've got. Sincerely, your name is Aaron Linson. Sincerely, letter should read wondering what to include in your cover letter or if you're ready to your recipient colon selected.
So what I just did is I read through all that information and I wanted to clear that. So I hit Control Shift and hit up arrow. And as you can see, that is now selected. I can go ahead and delete this. So I can go ahead and start writing. Dear, let's just do James.
James Wilson. Spelling error.
And it said spelling error because it doesn't understand Wilson. That's fine. I can take care of that later.
I really think that.
Now, as you heard me say before, that it doesn't speak when I am doing the internet things, especially in the address bar. That is totally fine, but it does speak the words when I'm done typing them in every single other application, just because I want to know that I'm writing it fine, which is totally fine to me. You can turn this on, you can turn this off. So if I'm working on this, I would usually switch to a human sounding voice, just to make this easier.
Mouse tracking on. Mouse tracking off. NVDA
So I'm
menu.
going to hit the NVDA menu.
Preferences. General settings. G. Synthesis voice settings. V. Voice settings dialog.
Well, not voice
Document.
settings. I'm going to go to
NVDA menu. Preference general synthesizer. S. Synthesizer. Code factory vocalizer.
and it's going to load the code factory.
Document 1 Word. Document 1. Microsoft Word document. Edit multi-line. Page 1. I really think that spelling error MDN read like a novel, no matter how great a plot you've got.
It reads in a more human sounding voice. I can slow this down if I want to.
Snap a says window. Running document 1 Word. Document 1. Microsoft. Restore on. Load maximize X. Document 1. Microsoft Word document. Edit multi-line. DN selected. Read selected. Like selected. A selected. Novel selected. Comma selected. No selected. Matter select. How great a plot you've not selected. Sincerely. Selected. Sincerely. Unselected. M selected. That selected. Think selected. Really selected. I selected. Carriage return selected. Carriage return selected. Comma selected. Comma unselect. Carriage return unselect. I unselect. I selected.
So I can actually go ahead and type.
Capital I. Really. Think. That. My. Skills. Would. Fit. Your. Job. Criteria. Space. Capital I. D. Really. Really selected. Play 2. Set. Up. And. Interview. With. You. Tomorrow. Add. Ten.
So I can go and write stuff like that. And there were a couple of mistakes that it thought, and that's fine because it's Word and it does that. But as you can see, I can go ahead and read this.
I really think that my skills would fit your job criteria. I'd like to set up an interview with you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Sincerely. Your name is Darren Linson.
And I can read all that. And I'm going to go ahead and actually...
Ribbon tab tab control. Home tab selected alt.
Well, first of all, before I do that, I can actually select certain
selected.
stuff.
Linson selected.
And let's make this bold.
Bold off. Bold on.
And italicize it.
Italic on. Underline on.
And underline it. And as you can see, I can see those changes.
Underline off. Italic off. Bold off.
And take all those away.
Microsoft. Don't say button alt plus N. Press. Inbox. Lingy.
I'm going to go ahead and go back to the
NVDA menu. Preference general synthesizer. S.
eloquence.
Synthesizer. Code factory eloquence.
Inbox Lingy 1980.
So I'm able to do a lot of things, and blind people are able to do a lot of things with screen readers. It makes everything a lot easier on a computer. It makes everything a lot faster too. So if you have any questions on what a screen reader is, or any applications that you want to see, such as Reaper, more in-depth look at Reaper, more in-depth look at, say, Word with a screen reader, or whatever, or even more internet stuff, let me know. Message me on Twitter, That's Blind Podcaster. You can also message me in a YouTube comment, and I will see that and reply. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.